Good evening, survivors, ex-members, and everyone else who's just here to watch the most pathetic circus on the internet. Welcome to the real ex-cult member party, where the clowns don't just honk their noses, they use 1611 King James Bibles to justify why they're hitting themselves in the face with a hammer. Tonight we're talking about a very special breed of bozo. We're talking about the ex-cult bait and switch. These are the people who leave the group but keep the leash. They tell you they hate the bat, but the second you try to take the bat away, they scream, "Hey, that's a great bat! I've been hit by that bat for 10 years and it's based!" It's objectively hilarious. Picture this guy. Gets defrauded of tens of thousands of dollars and loses his entire church. He makes a resistance group only to spend his time silencing the people who are actually resisting. Then he nukes the whole group because he wasn't getting enough attention. Now he's in the comments of someone receiving literal death threats, quoting scripture to say, "Why do you not rather take wrong?" Buddy, that's not a spiritual calling. That's just you trying to make being a doormat look like a personality trait. You didn't take the wrong, you took a massive L. And now you want everyone else to fail with you so you don't feel so lonely in your surrender. Then we have the Stockholm Sisters. These are the ones who agree that abuse is bad. Until the Matriarch flips a switch. Then suddenly, the person who actually stops the abuser, the one who does the wellness check and gets results, is the crazy one. Think about that logic. It's like being in a burning building. Someone pulls the fire alarm and you turn to them and say, "Ugh, you're so loud. Why are you being such a narcissist about this fire?" People back in the cult say the smoke is actually quite refreshing. Oh, it gets better. We have to talk about the Royal Heirs of the mess, because this is where the comedy turns into a full-blown psychological kink show. We've got the adult children of cult leaders, people with identities and lifestyles that would make their parents' heads literally explode. Yet they're still back there at the gate like, "Oh yes, please, leader, hit me with the scriptural bat again. I've been a very naughty stranger." It is the absolute pinnacle of the prefer the leash lifestyle. Their parent literally calls them strangers, declares them dead, and says they're just people who live in another state. And how do they respond? They don't walk away. They lean in. They say, "Thanks, Dad. That felt great. Can I have another title? Maybe good boy or dead son winner?" It's a level of masochism that would be impressive if it wasn't so incredibly pathetic. One of them is living their authentic life in ways that directly contradict everything the cult teaches, but then pivots to say the leader's hateful teachings are based. They're basically saying, "Parent hates everything I am, but please tell me more about how people like me should be condemned." It really helps my engagement scores. This is why you have to laugh, because if you don't laugh, you'll realize these people are essentially unpaid interns for their own emotional executioners. They're not just taking the wrong, they're asking for a second helping of the wrong with a side of, "Please call me a narcissist again, sir." They forfeit their victim status the second they start ganging up on people who actually do something to stop the threats. If you're defending the person who's defrauding you, threatening you, or enabling those who threaten others, you're not a victim anymore. You're an unpaid intern for your own abuser. The leash isn't just an accessory to them. It's a career choice. When you leave a cult, you have two options. You can walk out into the sunshine, blink a few times, and realize that you are the master of your own destiny. Or you can do what these folks do. You can walk out the door look around at the terrifying freedom of the open road and immediately start looking for a new post to tie yourself to. They are effectively saying, I don't care if the collar chafe us, as long as someone is pulling it so I know which way to walk. Don't betray yourself like that. If you see someone hitting themselves in the head with a bat, you don't ask for a turn. You walk away. Be thankful, be profoundly grateful that when you look in the mirror, you don't see a spineless soldier staring back. You don't have to play their game. You don't have to be their good boy. You don't have to be their answer to prayer. And for the love of everything holy, you don't have to be their bitch. Once you stop caring what a bunch of people who prefer the leash think about you, you aren't just a survivor. You're the one holding the scissors that cut the cord. Keep your spine. Keep your logic. And for God's sake, keep your lunch money. Thank you and stay free.
God never closed the door. My ribs remember every shame. My brain mislabels it as grace. They say they've changed. New leadership's grown. Why does that hymn still feel like